Welcome everyone to the Anime Dads podcast. My name is Reilly, and it is really, really good to be here on a beautiful day where I am in little old New Zealand. With me, we have my co-host. Why don't you introduce yourself, Bjorvio?
Hi, as he's promptly said, I am Bjorvio, and I am the co-host of the Anime Dads podcast, and I am here to have some fun, do some improv, and ask some really fun questions. But we're not alone today. We have somebody else joining us today that I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of.
His name is Eric Vale. Eric, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Vale. I'm a voice actor that you may know from shows like One Piece, where I voiced the character of Sanji, Dragon Ball Z, I voiced the character of Trunks, and in My Hero Academia, I voice Shigaraki. And there's a whole bunch of other ones too. Uh, those are kind of the big ones today.
Yeah, yeah. We've had quite a few voice actors on, and it takes up probably 15 minutes of the podcast when they start naming how many people they've
Yeah,
actually
no,
voiced.
I'm just gonna leave it at those three. If the internet exists, so anybody wants to look, or if y'all want to ask, I'll tell you. I don't care.
Well, it's really good to have you with us, and we're pumped to have you on.
Thank you.
I am drinking out of my Dragon Ball Z cup, and I'm drinking matcha, which is a Japanese drink, so double whammy.
Very good. What time is it where you are?
It is 1:06 p.m. on
Okay,
in the future, so it is a
right.
Saturday here. So if you want to know what happens tomorrow morning, ask away.
I would say the world is still on fire. So, um,
Okay, well, you must be in the future as well because you got it correct on the first try. Um,
yeah.
so to start things off, we'd like to pump out 10 quick fire questions if that's okay. Eric, so I'll pump
Love
out
it.
10 to you. Biorvio will pump out, sorry, 5 to you, and Biorvio will pump out 5 to you as well. And you just
Okay.
answer from their improv. So they're just random and weird, just for the fans to get to know you a little bit better.
All right.
First thing, would you rather have a chicken or a goat as a roommate?
Oh, a goat.
Okay, bit messier. Oh, maybe similar mess. All right, second question. How many animals uh, have you eaten in your lifetime?
Collectively?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, man. I can't do math like that. Um, I mean, I would have to say thousands,
Okay. All right.
you know. I mean, I live in Texas. We eat meat. I
Yeah.
was a vegetarian for
Yeehaw.
18 years, but made up for that once I started eating meat again.
Yeah. Apologize to the vegans listening, but that's okay. A third one. How many? Um, how? What is the third most greatest point in your life?
The third greatest point in my life?
The third, yeah.
Oh. Um, well, I mean, I know the first two. So I would say the third would have to be I was able to succeed at chasing some dreams.
Amazing. Cool. All right, two more questions from me. Your favorite color?
Purple.
Good color. And final question, if you had to describe yourself in the form of a meal, what type of personality would correlate? How would your personality correlate to a meal? Like what meal would you choose?
Um, uh, my meal, like if Eric was a meal,
If you were a meal.
if I was a meal, I would definitely be uh, a nice cut of meat
Mm,
with some spicy sides,
hmm
um, and something also really bland on the side for balance, and definitely some bourbon.
Oh, beautiful. That's actually
just to
perfect.
I would eat
keep
this
it
meal.
interesting.
I think I'm gonna
That's what I'm
have.
trying to make tonight, actually.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have an Eric
Oh,
Vale for dinner myself.
I literally am sitting next to dinner. Here's the corn.
Oh,
Here's the poblano pepper.
oh my goodness.
The pork shoulders on the smoker right now.
yes, sir.
Bourbon's over there.
All right, well, we need to see a photo. We'll chuck it up on the Instagram once you've finished it and plated it with the bourbon.
You got it.
Sounds beautiful. And Bjorvio, what are your 5 questions?
Is it better to have a guitar for a hat or a hat for a guitar?
I would say a hat for a guitar because um, I don't know how to play a guitar, so I'd feel comfortable having the hat there.
I can respect that. I can respect that. What is a weapon from any form of media that would be super cool to display but never use?
Nunchucks.
Such a solid answer. Such a solid answer. All right. Um, what is a scent that gets you excited?
Um, a bookstore, that woodsy kind of smell. Yeah, I always love that smell.
Respect that. Mad respect. That used to be, I can distinctly think of one when I was in college where we would just go there, and I swear if they would have made a candle, we would have sold out all of their stock in like a week.
Uh, yeah, absolutely. And there's a company I think that does make candles like that now. A really close second to that, I have to say it is where I went to college up in a place in Texas called Denton, and in Denton in the 90s, there was this place, this pizza shop on the corner of Fry Street where everyone hung out, and they
Yes,
purposefully
I know
vented.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they would vent the pizza oven onto the sidewalk, and you walk under it, and it's like it was the best advertisement in history, I think. You walk under there and immediately had to go eat their pizza. The Flying
Yeah,
Tomato was the
that
name of the place.
yep, I've been there. It was awesome. And ironically, the bookstore I was talking about was the one on the square as well.
Yeah. The big one that has the downstairs that has that mirrored room.
Yep. Yep.
Where the hell do you live, man?
So I live in the DFW Metroplex.
Oh, well, of course. That's where I live.
Yeah. So I little do you know
Are you
I'm
guys
actually
neighbors?
already over there to enjoy some pork shoulder.
All right, I'll unlock the door for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. I think I have one more left. Is that right?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
let's go with one more. Um, when you, as someone who sits on a lot of airplanes, which airplane
Yeah.
gives out the best snacks?
Well, that would be British Airways. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, you're so
Uh,
right.
yeah, they're really Hawaiian's good too. Hawaiian is really good. But British Airways, when my wife and I were traveling back, they had high tea that
Yes.
I mean, they brought out a tower of pastries and tea, and I mean, it was lovely. My goodness, I dream about that.
Heck yeah. Yeah, because we went on British Airways and Air New Zealand, a combination. And British Airways, you can actually click on the TV any snack you want and they bring it, rather than actually call them over and have them, awkwardly ask, "Oh, what are you after?" So I
Yeah,
can
they're
agree with that.
great. Good. Yeah, good
Uh,
stuff, man. I'm hungry.
all
Yeah,
right, well,
me
let's get
too
into
now.
some serious questions before you guys salivate all over the place.
All right.
We'll pump out a few serious questions, and then we will do some improv, which I'm excited about. We do improv every episode. It keeps our brains ready and tight because brains are meant to be quite tight, and we're not experts at improv. I've done no improv. Viovia's done some, but we're hoping to have a lot of fun with you.
All right.
So some serious questions. What voice do you think you could do the longest, Eric,
Of the characters I've played.
of the characters you played?
Uh, you mean like longest in succession for any given period of time?
Yeah.
Uh, well, I mean, it's cheating to say any of the characters that uses my normal speaking voice, because that would easily win. That would be like Sun Raku on that new show, Shangri-La Frontier. That's just my voice.
Hmm.
So I could do that forever, obviously. But of the voices that are a little more charactery, the the one that I could probably do for the longest would be Sanji because he is as long as he's not screaming. If he's screaming, it shortens it. But yeah, probably Sanji.
Cool. Awesome. Um, yeah, because you're right. You do sound. I mean, Trunks. Just listening to you talk normally, you do sound very similar to Trunks, but Trunks is a bit more gravelly, maybe. So you're
Yeah, yeah,
more challenging.
yeah. I gotta. It's a gravel that I gotta pull out of the back of my throat, and so yeah, it's
Yeah.
harder.
All right. How does being an improv actor help you be a voice actor, or does it, hinder it, or help?
Um, well, I would say, and I don't just for the record, I do. As far as my comedy stuff goes, most of it is sketch comedy. We are written and rehearsed. Um, I, of course, do improv, and I've taken improv classes before. But it's not a regular thing. It's that's kind of a tool that I use
Hmm.
in the comedy to help me get over humps. So it's similar to voice acting. Voice acting, especially for anime, is very, very specific. The dialogue is written to animation that already exists. So
Hmm.
ad-libbing improv in there is a lot harder to do. So really, uh, it doesn't help me in the moment, but it does, especially in a comedic show, it does allow me to like I can watch the animation, I can do the take that they want, and then maybe I'll say, hey, can I go back and ad lib these lines and see if I can find something that maybe works better.
Cool.
So it's a good on the second shot. That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, that
That's a
makes a
good way
lot
of
of
putting it. I like that.
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Because you're right, it's quite scripted, but you can have a play after you've done the first shot. Have you tried? So I know you do sketch comedy. Have you done stand-up comedy before?
No, 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 I have not.
You don't have any interest?
Yeah. Well, it's not that I don't have any interest in it. It's that honestly, I'm busy. They're like to fit in
Yeah.
the I know a lot of stand-up comedians and the time commitment that it would take
Hmm.
to do that is tremendous. It's, I mean, you're talking about running out to open mic nights and spending a lot of evenings, especially weekend evenings at these comedy clubs. And my weekends are either spent out of town
Hmm.
at a convention a lot. I mean, I do like 25, maybe more a year.
Wow.
And so when I am at home on the weekend, I prefer to do what I'm doing now, relax at home. My daughter may be running in here in a minute to bug me, just doing dad and husband stuff is what I enjoy.
Awesome, awesome. That's the way to go, eh?
Right.
Um, your so the next question is, what's your favorite move or attack that you get to say?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I mean, there's so many of them. And it changes. Like in One Piece, the longer you go through it, the more attacks any one of these characters has. That Ifrit Jambe that Sanji does more recently in the show is probably my favorite thing now because is of the blue fire on the leg. But so that's it changes, but I'd say that's top of the list today.
Cool. Yeah, it probably changes by the day depending on how many times you say it and how sick you get of it, I'm
Yeah,
sure. Um,
right.
do you watch anime yourself?
I do, but not the TV shows. Um, And it's hard to, I mean, you do this as long as I've done it. Watching anime is, it's hard to, you know, pull yourself out of it and not think of it as work.
Yeah.
So, so I've tried to sit down. My daughter watches some of the stuff that I do, and she likes One Piece and stuff like that. She doesn't really want to sit down with me and watch these things, which I get. Um, but what she and I do is we watch movies. So anime movies, it's a lot easier for me to digest because I get 90 minutes or 2 hours or however long to sit there and kind of, and we go to the cinema. So to sit there in the dark place, lose myself a little bit, I can be a little more um, in the moment with it.
Yeah.
In fact, like two nights ago, we went to the Ghibli Fest screening of My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh,
So, and that, you know, that's great. I was like our second time to see it in the theater this year. So, you know, that's fun for me that I can detach and enjoy. But like sitting at home watching it, because I spent so much time writing for these shows at home. So
mhm.
to put it on the television here, it dials me right back into work.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's cool that you can still keep in touch with anime, with the movies, and still enjoy it with the movies. Um, and that's pretty cool. I'm pretty jealous that there is like cinemas near you that do those kinds of events that you can enjoy.
Oh, it's real nice. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
Dallas is flush with theaters, so
Mm,
we can they there's a lot of repertory screenings all the time, which is great.
nice. We got one near our house that they wind up the. It's like an old school theater. That's the closest thing we have to it. So yeah, definitely jealous. But
Yeah, they one of the ones by us is doing Spirited Away next weekend, and I am very tempted to go watch that.
cool.
They which theater is that?
So it's like a Texas movie bistro one. I don't think it's a chain or anything, but it's a little small one, kind of
Mm,
cheap. Food is
cool.
food is not that good, not that bad, but just a good place to just go see a movie. And they have a lot of like cool Ghibli films that they'll do every once in a while, or they have free movie days with the kids and stuff. So
That's
stuff like
awesome.
that's
Okay.
really fun.
All right, I could dig that. Yeah. That's awesome.
You got a couple of questions, Bjorvio, before we get into the improv?
So mine are not as serious. They're a little bit more like they're gonna push your brain a little bit. Um,
Oh, gosh. Okay. We'll see.
um, what character that you voice would you 100% trust to do your taxes?
Yuki from Fruits Basket.
Oh my gosh, that is so solid. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Another one is if you were a ventriloquist, would you want to voice a puppeteer or a puppet that is a professional yodeler or a drill sergeant?
Oh, God, a yodeler. That's way more fun.
That's what I'm saying. I proposed that question at work the other day, and everyone said drill sergeant, and I was like, no. Like, think of you
Well,
like anyone can do that. You got to be creative to do a yodeler.
yeah, but you asked that question at work, and all of those people have a boss over them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may
Mm.
be missing it, but it seems to me if you post that at work, everyone's going to want to be a drill sergeant because the boss can, you know, suck it.
You make a good point, though. Personally, I'm with you. I think the yodeler is just much more fun, and you get so much more flexibility than angry old mad dude.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, and then I'll do one more for you. Um, if you had to be a character in a medieval setting, would you prefer to be a sword wielder, an archer, or use magic?
I would prefer to be an archer because the swords are pretty heavy. and magic, I know myself, I would screw that up. Um, but I've taken archery. I took archery in high school. I'm a good shot. Um, and I think I would do the best at that.
See, I tried to take archery in college and it filled up super quick. So instead I took racquetball, which was cool and all, but it's not the same as like, there's a different sensation. You just feel something primal with using a bow versus hitting a ball against a wall. I mean, get that's still pretty fun, don't get me wrong. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
archery
Racquetball's
would have been great.
fun, but yeah, archery's a good time. And also you're outside and get some fresh air.
Fresh meat.
I mean, I guess
Also true.
given the question, you'd be outside all the time if you were a magician or a sword wielder, but still.
And to be honest, back in medieval times, the sword wielders would get smashed in the front. So as an archer, you got some time to get killed.
See? Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, though so yeah, because the archer is going to be way, way back,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and that's easier to run away if they get closer. All right.
yeah. I agree.
Hi, I'm a
Yeah.
coward.
I agree. All right, well, let's get into some improv, some fun improv with different voices. Now, Bjorvio is a um, he's a voice actor himself, so
All right.
uh, he loves different voices, and I like talking, so I'm just gonna be my normal voice because I don't have different voices, and I'm
Fair
South
enough.
African, so my accent doesn't change. I once did a I once did a Guys and Dolls show. I was Sky Masterson. Do you know Guys and Dolls?
A little bit. It's been a while, but yeah.
And they had to change the whole thing to say that I came back from South Africa because I couldn't do the American accent.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, all right. So the first scene, let's just have some fun with it for a couple of minutes. Shigaraki, which is obviously Eric Vale, goes to the dentist, and All Might is the dentist. So I'm gonna be the receptionist. All right, welcome, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, hi. I have an appointment for some dental work.
Okay, yeah, cool. Your insurance? You got insurance?
No, I would never give them my money.
Okay, that's not a problem. I think Mr. Might could be ready. He's just finishing up.
What?
Oh, Mr. Might. He used to be. His full name's
What's
All
his
Might.
first name?
Um, All. I think I actually don't know his first name. We just call him All Might. Here he is, right now.
You.
I am here to
Hey.
prevent cavities and oh, uh, this is awkward. Tenko?
So I think you might be wanting to put things into the past. And if you're going to put your fingers into my mouth, I really hope that you can put things in the past. I'm not going to say I didn't, mean everything I did and said, but I really, really just need this one tooth taken out. Just one. Not all of them. One.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll put all of this in the past. Let's, right now, one for all for one, does not exist. Sorry you had to see me like this. Being the number one hero isn't all it's cracked up to be. Um, I'm kind of a little bit behind on my bills. So, I'll tell you what, let's come sit you back in the chair, and why don't you show me which tooth it is that needs to be smashed? I mean, taken out.
Amazing. All right, quick change. Trunks and Vegeta in family counseling. So you guys have. You were just telling me, Mr. Vegeta, sir, that he's struggling to live up to expectations.
I wouldn't even say that. I mean, my biggest concern with him is that he's not willing to solve his own problems. I mean, twice now he's come to the past to get us to solve all those issues.
Yes, Dad, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Not willing to solve my own problems. My own problems happened in the future. I came back to the past to try and fix it twice. 2 times.
Okay.
Because you guys couldn't be trusted with it the first time. So I had to come back again. It seems like I, maybe am actually taking initiative.
All right, let's do a quick exercise. Trunks, you pretend to be your father, and Vegeta, you pretend to be your son. All right, have a conversation about emotions. Go for
it. Hi, son. I'm so sorry. I've been the worst father imaginable on the history of the world and in the history of other planets too. I'm so sorry, son. Please forgive me.
Oh, Father, look, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be the next Prince of all Saiyans, but instead I just can't even beat 2 androids, so I need the help of Kakarot the Clown in order to come and do anything of use in my life.
Yes, I am the Prince of all Saiyans. That's what I always say, but I don't really act very princely, and I apologize for that. I'm just kind of mean, and I treat my whole family poorly.
All right, you guys are flipping amazing. This is hilarious. All right, quick switch. Kimli and Inosuke are in a presidential debate. Okay, Kimli and Inosuke in a presidential debate. So, question for both of you. Let's start with Inosuke. What is your view on taxing the rich?
Well, here's my thing. I don't think the rich should have any money whatsoever, because what do they even do with it? It just sits there, right? I mean, you can't kill demons with money. All it does, you can buy cool swords though, but you can just go make your own. So I say we take all the money and we just go away with all of it.
All right.
Or eat it.
Kimli, can you counter?
I can tell you that what I would say is there's a saying, and the saying is eat the rich. But really, let's just take their money. And we don't even need to eat them, but we do need to get rid of them. And I would say killing them is a very, very valid way to do that. We get rid of them, and then who cares what happens to their wealth?
Amazing. All right, final one. Sanji is the judge on Hell's Kitchen, and Bakugo is a contestant. So Bakugo, what did you deliver? What did you make for Sanji today?
I made a pancake.
You made a pancake. That is not a pancake. Yeah. No, that's a blini. It's this big. It's either the worst pancake imaginable, or you don't know what you're making. Did you taste it?
I'm the one that knows exactly what they're making.
Did you taste it?
Of course, obviously, it tasted awesome, just like me.
You tasted yourself? You're disgusting. Are you cooking parts of you in this kitchen? Because that is unsustainable over time.
No, part of my quirk is that it causes explosions of sweat, and so that obviously goes in my mouth. Don't tell me you've never accidentally tasted your own sweat, Blondie.
I'm just worried about tasting your sweat. And I'm worried about the customers tasting your sweat.
I'm about to taste my piss in your face if you keep that up.
Your piss in my face? Did you say you're going to taste the piss in my face? I'm not sure. Is it you're peeing in my face and then the splatter's going back into your mouth? Because that's disgusting.
No, I said my fist. I mean, but At
Oh,
this point,
oh,
I'm up for just about anything.
your fist. Okay. Well, look, as long as you're keeping everything packaged up in the kitchen, that's fine. Yeah, I'll taste your fist. Just cut it off, saute it up, and let's get to it.
Oh, flip, that is amazing. You guys are hilarious. My cheeks are very sore. Ah, very, very well done. My word. Ah, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Mm.
Now, do you, for those who are listening who are in Texas, where do you do your sketch comedy? I'm sure they'd love to come.
Oh yeah, actually we have a show coming up in a couple weeks on the August 15th, 16th, and 17th. Let me make sure. Oh, wait, that's not even the right month. Um, yeah, August 15th, 16th, and 17th. It's in Richardson, Texas,
Cool.
at the Core Theater. You can find all about it. Just look up the Core Theater in Richardson. You'll find tickets there. Or you can just go to follow us online, Folding Chairs Comedy. Search for Folding Chairs Comedy on YouTube. And then you can, or you can go to thefoldingchairs.com. And I have a couple of other voice actors that are in the troupe that work with us. And the troupe changes a lot based on people's availability. So we have about 11, 12 members, and not everybody can be in every show, so it does kind of change out. But we do a lot of online content as well if you can't make it here. And we are going to we're going to live stream our show that's happening in November. So we're going to put that online so people can see that. And that is going to be our big risque show, if you will, our blue show. So that should be, well, pretty interesting.
That's exciting. I can jump in on. I'm planning to go to Texas sometime soon to visit Bjorvio. But I'd love to jump in
Yeah,
on that
man.
live stream. You got fans worldwide, I'm sure. Have you been to New Zealand before, Eric?
Oh yeah, yeah, I have. I love New Zealand. I love New Zealand. I would live in New Zealand if I could. Um, but yeah, I went there. I've only been there once, but I was there for about a week in Auckland, and just it was one of my favorite trips I've ever taken. It was so
Cool.
cool.
We're in the South
Yes.
Island, so we're in a small town on the west coast of the South Island, and yeah, it's quite hidden away from anything. We're off grid here, so solar power and stuff like that. But
That's awesome.
we like it. We've had some cool visitors and some lovely people. So yeah, we like it a lot. We're quite self-sufficient ourselves, but yeah, that sketch comedy group sounds incredible, and the listeners now know where to find it, which is great. What's your next
Oh,
convention,
thanks,
Eric?
man. The next convention I have coming up is called Anime 414.
Mhm.
And that is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 9th and 10th of this month. So in a couple weeks, I'll be there.
Cool.
And yeah, but I do get 2 weeks at home, so I'm reveling in this time, cooking and hanging out with the family and sitting, reading books like you saw when we logged on. Like I don't get that kind of leisure time too much because we're running like mad.
Heck yeah. You seem to be a good family man, and that's what we're all about as well. Um, on the show. Bjorvio, before we finish up, do you have any final questions, comments, poems, or love? I don't know. Go for it.
Uh, Sorry, man. My haiku days are about 8 years ago, so I'm fresh out of improv
Ah,
haikus. Sorry,
man.
but
Okay, that's okay.
um, yeah, no, I'll get back into it. I'll start my own group one of these days.
I
Um,
love it.
but no, thanks again for coming on. Quick, interesting tad bit. You have met my wife at a convention,
Oh,
and
cool. Okay.
yeah, but unfortunately, I was unable to attend that day. And then there was something. I think it was last year. Your troupe had like a contest or something like that to get a role on, and me and a buddy of mine actually entered it, and so that's how I got to how I found out about it.
Oh,
And
right on.
y'all stuff is awesome, man. Like straight up,
Thanks,
I've
man.
listened to it quite regularly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've kind of taken a break from the online content for the past couple of months because we've been trying to figure out how to reach more people and change up how the content is distributed and what kind of content we're pushing out there online. But all that's coming back live this week. We've got 4 new sketches that we shot that are all going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks before our show, and with some of our new talent that are really great. So yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We work real hard at this stuff, and I mean, it's not a job. The comedy troupe is just for fun. Like this is just a place that we can go because, like, the hardest thing about being an actor is that you're beholden to who casts you for the most part. So you got to get out there, hustle, audition, and somebody's going to give you a role if you're fortunate enough. And that's great. And then you dedicate yourself to that. But very rarely are you actually playing the kinds of roles that you want to play. So here at the comedy troupe, we give everybody the opportunity who are all actors and writers, like write the sketches, write the kind of roles that you want to play. The only thing it has to be is funny. So we get to play a whole lot more. And I mean, in this next show, I'm playing a cockroach. I'm playing a hot dog. And I'm playing the worst airline pilot imaginable,
Oh my goodness.
among other characters. So it's a lot of fun. Really good time.
I love that. I love
Okay.
that, man. Thank you so much for coming on again. And
My pleasure.
You're
Yeah.
amazing. I need that photo of that dinner though. Would be amazing.
Yes.
I will take a picture and send it over for sure, man.
And could you we get our voice actors who usually come on to maybe in Trunks and then Sanji's, could you say thanks for listening to the Anime Dads podcast in both of those voices? Would that be great?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Anime Dads podcast.
And then switch.
Thanks for listening to the Anime Dads podcast.
Incredible. You're amazing, Eric. Thank you so much for
Thank you, guys.
your talent and your time. And you're such a cool guy. You've made this interview so easy and
For real.
and
Oh
lovely
man, y'all
to-
are a blast.
Oh, cool.
No, it's I love your format. I love the fun questions. It's a nice break from the kinds of questions that we get at these conventions all the time. So it's very cool. I love the fun stuff that you guys are doing. It's very awesome.
I just want to add last
Thanks,
question.
man. The goal was to try and throw you questions you've never been asked before, at least most of them anyway.
And I apprecited that for sure. It's my favorite.
So how did you get into voice acting? I was joking.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
kill-
All right. Thanks, Eric. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, guys. You'll be cool.